G'day, I'm Phil Ashley Brown, and today we're going to meet Roy from Lebanon, who's now a Christian but was a Muslim. Roy's going to tell us how he made that decision and what that's meant for his life. And hello to you, Roy.
Hello, Phil.
Roy, tell me a little about your life as a young Muslim growing up in Lebanon.
I was born in the mid-60s in Lebanon, in Beirut, to a Muslim family. Dad was a Muslim. My mum was a convert to Islam from Christianity. We grew up on the Muslim side of Beirut. And I have 4 brothers and 2 sisters. And I attended school, the Catholic school. And my father counterweighted that by giving us some Muslim education through a local sheikh. Yeah.
So you attended a Catholic school,
Yes.
living in a Muslim country.
That's right.
Yeah. And when was it that you decided to become a Christian?
I became a Christian after arriving in Australia, a short while after arriving in Australia.
At the age of?
About 17 or 18.
Okay. So for your teenage years, you were a Muslim, and did you fully believe that way of life? Did you fully lead that way of life?
I did practice Islam in my teenage years through the neighbourhood friends and family. I learned how to do the ceremonial washing and the praying and attended the mosque every Friday for a number of years, and then stopped doing that, became a nominal Muslim.
How did you make the decision to become a Christian?
Soon after arriving in Sydney, I met my wife, and our relationship got serious, and marriage became on the agenda, and obviously the issue of religion came up. Even though I was a nominal Muslim, I believed that, at the time I believed that Jesus in no way could have been God the Son of God or God the Son, and that God was Allah. And the issue persisted, and we needed to put it behind us somehow, so I decided to attend church and prove Christianity wrong, and then put the issue behind us and continue in life.
So what happened then?
We attended a few churches, and at the time, some churches were a bit easy to find fault with, like statues and idols and whatever, which obviously was contradicting to the Bible and to Islam, or really to common sense. My wife, a friend from high school, started attending a church that was meeting at the University of New South Wales campus. She invited my wife along, and I went, and I heard it was very different from other churches. It was the minister wasn't wearing robes or anything that was, and it was pretty much focused over the Bible, which was very interesting. There weren't ritual, there weren't icons and stuff like that. I attended a few times, and I couldn't hear anything that put me off Christianity or could prove my point that Christianity is wrong. And after a number of years, I realized that I have grown fond of the Christian people that we were meeting with, and I was basically looking forward to Sundays to meet up with other Christians. So somewhere along the track, God had changed my heart, and there was a point when I thought, why anti-Christian? And looked at some of the belief or the baggage that I've carried with me from my childhood, from what my parents told me and what people said about who Christ is and the Bible being changed and stuff like that, and decided that the facts from the Bible and who Christ claimed to be can stand the test, and not what I believe just because people told me so.
Take us to the moment when you made that decision.
The moment. It is hard to pinpoint the moment. It just happened like over a period of time. Predominantly, I think that the Bible and God was at work, and I was just riding on or going along for the ride.
How did that decision, becoming a Christian, change your life from that point onwards?
It changed quite dramatically in some sense. It was fundamental change, you can say. To know the creator of the universe and to know him on a personal level, it's really mind-boggling. There was a huge turnaround in my life, and I'm thankful to God that He's revealed Himself there to me. Yeah.
How did your family react?
My family, Mum and Dad were going through a divorce, which in some way was a blessing that was disguised as a curse, because while they were busy sorting out their relationship, I had a free rein to actually go down this journey of learning about Christianity. Yeah, it's a sad thing, but on the other hand, I become a Christian while they're having that.
So your mum was formerly Christian, she became Muslim.
That's part of it.
How did she react?
I think my mother is an atheist at heart, but for the purpose of getting married to my dad, just formal Islam, you had to become a Muslim to marry a Muslim. So she had done that. She did think, along with my brothers and sisters, that it was a cult thing that I was getting involved in. So they weren't too impressed about the change. Dad continuously trying to change me to become a Muslim. At the same time, I'm trying very earnestly to have him look at the Bible with an open mind, and perhaps him becoming Christian.
And what about your friends?
Friends. Well, arriving in Australia, we had to establish new friendships and so on. Most of our friends from Lebanon, obviously, we lost touch with, but the friends that we had made were just local associate rather than friends, and Christianity had taken me on a different road altogether, and you find that you lose interest in a lot of things that you thought they're important in earlier years, and take interest into more important things in life.
If there was a Muslim listening to you now talking about this, what would you want them to know?
Well, I want, I guess, every Muslim to know that the only way to God is through Christ, and there is no other way. And everything that we are taught need to be proven right or wrong. So we need to investigate whether the Bible has been changed, whether Christ is the Son of God, or God the Son, or God in the flesh. And you don't do it on the basis of, I was told. You do it by investigating yourself. And then,
And what would you say to the church about how they can support Christians who come from a Muslim background?
Keep doing what you're doing. Preach the gospel and pray. And I guess it goes for anyone who is from a non-Christian background that become a Christian. It's the same.
Hey Roy, great talking to you today, and it really does sound like God's done some amazing things in your life.
Thank you, Phil.